really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
He's proud of it. Hello and welcome to the show. Hi, Lisa.
Good morning, Stephanie.
I am very excited to have you in the studio to talk about all things travel.
Yes.
I need a vacation. You just came back from one. I am super jealous as I was rifling through your photos going, oh, that looks so magical.
I will tell you, I just got off of Virgin Voyages, which is one of the main reasons that I'm here to talk to you. And that ship was absolutely wonderful.
Ugh. Right? Everything down to the food. All of it looked amazing. I know we're here one day before Thanksgiving, but I thought it would be good to have this conversation as we are going to be possibly sitting with people in our family that were like, why? Why are we here right now? I definitely need a break. I need to go somewhere safe in my brain.
Exactly. And this is the beginning of the holiday season. And
Yes.
gifting the gift of travel. And we've been doing that for years as a family. We always made a point to go on like large family vacations. But more than ever, people are too scheduled. Life is too crazy. And to just have that little bit of time to get away and unwind. And yeah.
That was what happened in our family when my husband gave me like the same set of jewelry. Like I was like, you gave me this 5 years ago and I still don't wear it. We're no longer giving gifts. We decided that was it. We're done here.
Yes.
Like it's just not happening. We're going to do travel. And so then that's when we started doing bigger trips. Our kids were older. So it wasn't like as scary to be able to do. And we've been doing Europe a lot just because it's more affordable than going to Disney. And which is wild to me. Good morning, Cindy. How are you? Thanks for joining us on the show. So we started doing these really just cool trips and we've been on our own. You know what I mean? You and I are very different in the fact that you are so, I need to know.
Yes.
I need to know where I'm going. I need to have a plan. I cannot just willy-nilly jump on this bus. Where are we going? What will happen to us? You are not that person.
I am not that person.
Get closer to that microphone because I know my friend Mari is very much like this also. It gives people a little bit of anxiety when they don't have a good plan.
Yes. I want to be taken care of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you offer with unique experiences.
100%. Like we can arrange it so you're taken care of from the time you leave your house until the time you come back. And you can also plan anything that you want in between. But for people like me who want to have a schedule and to know that I'm not going to be left somewhere in Bucharest.
That I feel like there's a story there.
It's all good.
Right?
Navigating train stations in Italy.
It is something if you've never done it before.
Mm-hmm.
With that foreign language conversation and you're sitting there like, hello.
Or even Americans who will look for the train to Florence, but it says Firenze.
Yep,
they miss it.
It's different. What's up, Dave? And hello, David Issa. We got a couple of Daves on the show with us this morning. I want to get on that cruise with you. Well, I just dropped the link in the chat and I'm going to do so again because I want you to definitely take a look at it. So, Lisa, is an E for all girl.
Yes.
And that is how we kind of connected. I saw what you were doing. And Sean Whalen, who I just had from 6A Tours on, gave you a big shout out.
Yes. He and I are going to do some great things together to bring tourism to Cape Cod. Because even though I like to bring people from Cape Cod all over the world, we live in an amazing community.
Yeah.
And we have so much to offer. When people ask me when I'm abroad, where are you from? From Cape Cod, everybody knows it. We are a destination. So I'd like to bring more people here as well.
I like that too. Yes. But you've been on a whirlwind tour. Where did you just got back from Portugal, right?
Oh, yes. Well, I just got back from Miami.
This one.
But the week before, so 3 days before I went to Miami, I was in Portugal. And then 2 weeks prior to that, I was in Ireland, and then 2 weeks prior to that, I was in the Bahamas, and
See, this
then
is the person
I
that
was
you
in
want
New
planning your
Orleans.
travel because they've been there, they've done it, they were just there recently. I feel like a lot of the travel books or the travel shows that you watch are very outdated. And I always, I'm, is it new? Is it current? Is it still open? Is it a thing? Do people even care about that anymore? I do not love the huge touristy areas. It gives me a lot of anxiety. Once again, if it's a little too peoply, it is not for me. Put me on a side of a cliff somewhere with like a baguette and I'm good. Like sandwich in hand.
I really want the upscale food experience,
which I also adore. You know what? This is why I'm choosing this cruise because it's something that I've not done. I am looking forward to just being pampered. I'm looking forward to just having everything right there, beautiful and done. The footage that you shared with me, the videos, the food, the entertainment looked insane.
I felt so confident. I actually did have a little video in there, but when I got off the ship, it's like I am so excited to go out there, share this product with people because I can guarantee anybody who just wants to relax, if you're a foodie, if you want to just connect with people and be in an environment where there's like a lot of energy, the energy on the ship was amazing. As soon as you walked in, it was like, I've never walked onto a ship before where they had people on both sides and it was like, whoa, and everybody's like dancing and there's music going. I mean, it's like, 11 in the morning and you're like, what is happening?
I
And
know,
it just
right?
like it kept going and kept going. And I mean, so you can get away from that. There are so many places to have your quiet moments and to just escape, read a book, get the terrace, balconies. Amazing. But if you want to be around people and just connect, there's so much to do everywhere. And the food was wonderful. I can't even say enough about the food.
I know. I was looking at some of the photos and I love the fact that you were like, and there's gyms and then there's workout stuff.
And I did go to the gym.
I know, I saw. You
Even
shared your photo circle with me. I was like, oh, okay, that's nice.
Yeah,
A gym.
There's a boxing ring too, though. There's
That's
a
kind of cool.
basketball court. There was like the large seesaws and like swings, but like their gym, 2 different sides, one side for weights, one side for cardio. So you're looking at the water,
Yeah.
no matter which way. And then they have their red runway track. I can't. And then there's the gym and tonic, so you can go down, have your fresh pressed. It's called gym and tonic. And so it's a bar outside of the gym area. So you can go and have your smoothie with your protein and throw some vodka or tequila in it. If you can if you want to. I personally didn't because
I'm not over the gym and tonic. I think it's just great. It's clever.
All the names. I mean, even their ice cream shop is called Lick Me Till Ice Cream. It's
not for children.
No, this is an adults only.
Also, I'm very much looking forward to an adult only vacation. I don't think that my husband and I have had one time we've gone on an adult vacation. But whenever we go out to dinner, we're the couple that is like, oh, we're away from our kids, and they'll put us right next to a stroller, or they'll put us next to wherever it is. And I'm like, oh, why am I babysitting your kids?
You have that energy.
Yeah, I guess I've got big mom energy, and apparently it's fine for everybody else. I tell the story all the time how we were in Scotland and some lady left her baby at the bar and left us to babysit her kid. I'm not even making it up. You can look on my Instagram. His name was Jackson with an X. Was a Fisher bar in Scotland.
You have a very trusting vibe.
I guess. Cindy, she wants to know what your Instagram is and also says you need to stand closer to the microphone. You have a soft voice. I'm a loud person.
Really? It's a soft, I've never been told that. So
well, there you go. There's always a first. You're soft.
Oh my gosh.
So your Instagram, and how do people connect with you?
So I have my Instagram, and I am really not tech savvy with this. So
is it just unique experience?
It's like unique_experiences_.
Yeah.
I can see it right.
Do you feel like a lot of people are into the travel business right now? I feel like there was an uptick for some reason, and I don't know why.
That's it. Uh,
Unique underscore experiences underscore.
exactly.
Okay.
Yes. Um, are a lot of people into, well, I feel like a lot of people feel like they can just do travel
Hmm.
because it's online and you can just book direct. But what people don't understand, or why people call me, is there are too many choices and anything can look good, but you don't know unless you know. So you can book something, and like Airbnbs, they can be great. I have so many clients who
I
will
always
come.
feel swindled. I get very nervous when it comes to stuff like that because it's always buyer beware. And
Mhm.
I feel like they're always trying to paint this beautiful picture. And then you get there and the place is the size of a postage stamp. Like it's very craftily photographed.
Well, exactly, and there's no standards on that.
Yeah.
And so I personally don't book Airbnbs because the people who come to me have had horror stories. Like, they booked it and they thought it was going to be this great villa in, like,
Well, because we
Positano.
romanticize our vacations.
Right, but then it's outside and they
Hmm.
can't even get there, and it's like up on a hill and it's isolated. Or it could be in the city, but it's an older couple who booked it, and they have to go up two treacherous floors because
That is Positano.
their building codes. I mean, anywhere, even the hotels that we stayed at in Greece, no rails, open down like all the way. I'm like,
My husband and I laugh about that a lot because I mean, even in Iceland where you are, there's, like a little garden fence and it's like, don't go over there. And then all of a sudden it's a geyser.
exactly.
Like, this is where you die today. We warned you. In America, that is not a standard we have.
No,
Like,
it's not.
we're going to wrap you in a lovely little bubble and make sure that you're safe. Over there, they're like, we told you to not do that. That is why you died. Sorry.
Right. No, and they don't apologize for not being like accessible. They're just
Right?
like, it is what it is. This has been here for a long time. So you need to understand those things when you go and plan accordingly.
What is your best travel tip for people? So I'm always like, everybody travels very differently. I'm throwing in a bag the night before and I'm gone. Like whatever is in there is whatever is in there. And that's how it is. My husband is one of those people that overpacks and then brings nothing he actually needed. I
Mm.
feel like I have to also be his mother sometimes, but wherever we go, he's buying socks and underwear.
Yeah, well, we are
Can't
wives,
do that
right?
on a ship. It's very annoying.
And it can get very expensive.
Right? Makes
But
me crazy every time. He's like, gotta go get socks. I'm like, why? Why do you do this?
oh my gosh. No, I would say my number one travel tip is to underpack. Like, take what you have, look at it, and cut that in half, and then double the amount of money you're going to bring.
Oh, yeah.
You always
I
need
always
more
think it's going to be
money.
cheaper. What's up, T? Cheryl says, hi, Lisa. Congratulations. Cheryl Smith is amazing.
Hi, Cheryl.
Diana, thank you so much for joining. Insta will be her lifeline. She needs to show her travels. There are the apps. I know. We eat with our eyes, right? We look at these vacations and we just want lust
I
to be
know.
on them.
I have so many pictures of all the different travel, and my problem is I'm more of a private person, so to
Mhm.
put the stuff out there, I'm trying to get better about it. So I just I don't know. I just need to get it out there so
Well,
people can
also
see.
you're a super planner. Like even coming on this show, the amount of notes over here is absolutely incredible. She's like, and I love it though because that is the person that you want to plan for you. That is the person that's going to think of every small little detail and make sure that you're getting the experience that you want. I think a lot of people have a hard time even knowing what they want when they go away. I think we yearn for this quiet vacation, but then when we're there, we're bored.
Mm-hmm. Doing travel is like you're a matchmaker
Mm-hmm.
because you need to talk to people and they will tell you what it is that they're looking for. And then you need to talk to them and see what they are actually needing
Mm-hmm.
and see if that lines up.
I feel like that's a little bit stressful sometimes.
It can be because I'm type A.
No.
I know, shocking, shocking. And I put a lot of pressure on myself because I truly am grateful for when people trust me with their vacation dollars and time.
Yeah.
Because,
This could be the one vacation that they're going to take in their lifetime because, let's be honest, not everybody's overflowing with the bucks these days. And it's really difficult to even get a little bit of time off, let alone be able to splurge on a nice vacation.
Exactly.
But we in my house make it a priority because once again, we don't buy things. So I'm okay with that. We're not fancy jewelry, not fancy cars, not fancy anything. We just like to go and experience our life. I think that that's important to us, and that's what we make a priority.
And I agree with that, except for sunglasses.
Give me a cheap pair of sunglasses all day. I've had all the nice ones. I remember my sister brought me back Gucci ones, and my daughter was little, and she's like, "These?" And I was like, "Oh." Cheap sunglasses for the rest of my life. This is what I'm relegated to. Cindy, well, it's half topless. We'll talk about you in a little bit, miss. You're a problem. What's up, Mary Jane? Hi, Laura and Lauren. Thanks for joining us on the show. I've got Lisa Butler here from Unique Experiences, and we're talking all things travel. Sometimes you just need to get away. And as you're thinking of gift giving, or you're thinking of maybe spending a little quality time with a person in your life that's important to you, and you want to make some magical memories with them, I think we've all shifted in our spend to start having these moments, these memories. And they're so important to a lot of us to have. I know my girlfriend Eva is like, I need the picture package. I need all of my photos. It just makes her feel like that's the most important thing to her, is capturing these moments so she has them, that memory.
Well, I think vacation is like that one time where we can put the phones down. You already have checked out of work. Hopefully, not everybody has that luxury, but for the most part, you have that time and you can just focus on each other.
Mm-hmm.
And when I think of my vacations, I have those snapshots in my head of snorkeling, holding my, at that time, 9-year-old son's hand and like looking down in the water in Bahamas and just like pointing at the different fishes and everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
that's
he'll
like a
remember
memory.
that too.
And he does. Or
Yeah.
as they got older, we're in Mexico and playing that game where they throw the ball up and they call something and people have to dive for the ball. But it's like, I don't even know how to play the game, but just the fact that my whole family was in the pool doing it together.
Yeah. I know it's not often that you get those moments together, and it really does. I know I get all choked up and cry all the time. They laugh at me. They're like, "Mom, are you crying? I'm at dinner." I'm like, "No," because it is those moments that you're like, "Oh God," and that's what it's all about, right? I mean, what are we doing here every single day working if it's not to enjoy those moments?
Oh my gosh, it enriches your life so much more. I mean, they say travel is the only thing you buy that makes you richer, and I truly believe that.
Yeah. So how did you decide on this journey? You did E4All. Was it before this? Like, was there a pivotal moment in your life where I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. I want to do this?
So I started off and I was flipping houses and I loved that. I
Mhm.
loved like just the design and going in and making houses really pretty. And then COVID. And
Mhm.
so the supply chain issues were real, the labor shortages were real, the housing, as people who know on the Cape, just skyrocketed. It was crazy. So it was just time for me to get out. Plus the kids were out and like I can't have them. We were in Mexico actually, and so we were really concerned about even being able to get back into the country at that point. So we're getting texts from people, there's no toilet
Get
paper,
home.
there's no milk, there's no, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're gonna come home and it's gonna be like horrible. So we get home and the kids are all out of school. And so then I started homeschooling my younger ones again, trying to figure out they can't just be home playing video games
I
all day.
know. I know.
It was a problem. And then the online school wasn't enough. So I was doing that. Then they finally go back to school and it was like, okay, what can I do that I feel passionate about? And so it was really just kind of searching my soul and being like, what's my next stage? And I've always planned vacations and did multifamily vacations. I'm a person who likes to have large parties at our house.
I know. The more the merrier.
Oh, always, right. And it just kind of fell in line. And I started calling different agency owners on the Cape and hooked up with this woman. And she was great. But I then got to the point where I realized that the way the business I wanted to establish was different than what she had. And so I went on my own.
Yeah, I mean, that's a moment right there where you're like, am I doing this? Is this real?
Hmm.
Okay. And then, you found E for All.
Exactly. Exactly. And e all is amazing for anyone who is thinking about starting a business, or if you're in a business and you feel like you still need some skills or assistance, mentoring sort of
I
situation.
love the support. I feel like
Yes.
being in this group, in this cohort, in this with your mentors and so many other and access to other human beings that are
Hmm.
just doing cool things, not necessarily what you're doing or what you think that you need for your business, but just having these conversations because when you're an entrepreneur, you're alone.
You
You're
are,
alone
it's
in your
very
business.
isolating.
Yeah.
Yes, and but yes, the E for all, it's not even just like, I mean, it opens up a whole, it's more than your cohort, it's more
Mhm.
than your mentors, it's all the other mentors, like, individual people will reach out to you if they feel they have something that they can give to you, and
I
it's
love
just a
the
very
ideas.
giving
It's such an
community.
idea flowing for like, let's move the needle ahead and just do something cool. Have you
Ex
thought about this? What about that? And it's just nice to keep your brain moving
Mhm,
and
mhm,
and think about things in a different space. And everybody's really supportive. It's not a me mine situation. It really is
100%.
quite a family. And if you're thinking about doing that, because we know it's a big step and we know it's scary, especially given the climate of what's going on in the world, and we're all like, we're gonna have enough to feed ourselves today. And now I'm trying to open up a business and take out loans. You
Mhm.
need people to lean on, and we are definitely those people, and I feel like we can call on them at any time for anything that's going on.
Yeah, no, it's a wonderful organization.
Yeah, and we're really excited to have been part of it, and now that
Mhm.
we're out here in the world and you're actually doing the things that you said you were going to do, how do you
Yeah.
feel now that it's like, wow, this is actually real?
Oh, I love my life. I feel so blessed every
Yeah.
day I wake up. I'm like, thank you. Like, this is a great day. Every day is a great day.
Well, you seemingly are enjoying every day is a great day in all kinds of great places, so I'm very jealous.
Well, but you know what? Honestly, though, it makes you appreciate being home. I'm like, the best 2 days of vacation are the day you're leaving with all that excitement,
Mhm.
and for me, the day that I come home,
Sleep in
because
my
I just miss,
bed.
oh my gosh, I love it.
Right? There is something to be said about that when you come home and you're like, "Oh, all my stuff is here and I can just sleep a regular night," and that yeah, that wind down of excitement time,
Mhm. And then, you can get past that really quick and wanna
right?
go again. But
And we're traveling.
right.
It's a bug.
And
It
we're
really
off.
is. Good morning, Lauren. Good morning, E for All fam. Nicole, thanks for joining us on the show. Good morning, Miss Mari. Thank you very much for the pie party last night. Mari Senate Plus Realty is one of our sponsors here on Lemonadio, and she had a pie party last night. Had Santa, a photographer, all kinds of food. I
Wow.
was bumping some music. We had a good time and pies galore. So thank you. Now I don't have to be cooking any pies for Thanksgiving. My husband was up until midnight last night, shucking oysters and brining my bird.
Wow.
I woke up this morning. He was like, well, somebody got to go to bed last night while I was up till midnight. I said, I didn't make you do all of those things. You could have done it today. He's like, well, I thought you said I had to do that. I'm like, I'm your wife. I'm not your driver. You
Mhm.
didn't have to do it.
But thank you.
But also thank you. And now I can rest a little bit today after my day of absolute crazy chaos. So, as many of you know already, I've taken on the director of the Mashpee Chamber of Commerce. So, I'm really invested in helping small businesses and our business community. And we put out a call to action of, feeding people that either are homebound, older, you're hungry. I was not denying anybody a meal this year. And thank you very much to our partners, Roach Brothers, for splitting that with us, the cost of that, which is really amazing. Last year, I think we had 32 meals. This year, we have over 110, 150 at the end of the next 2 days. Also, thank you to New Seabury, who is helping us deliver hot meals day of Thanksgiving to some families. So, I mean, this is 150 meals. The need is great. So please understand when we're talking here about luxury and fabulous travel. These are items that we we saved up for, we want to do this, but also know that there is help for you in any space that you're in. So if you need anything, please, my door is always open and I'm willing to help you with that. With that said, I think it's nice to fantasize and think about this fabulous vacation that I'm going to be taking in April, because the weekend looks real cold, my friends.
I know. Oh,
We have our farmers market, our Christmas market. And while it looks sunny and beautiful, I was so excited to see the weather and I was like, oh, sunshine. And then I looked at the temperature and I was like, high of 35. Okay, I'm okay. Everything will be fine. I was like, so this could not have come at a better time. This conversation with Lisa Butler here, talking about unique experiences, travel, and talking about our trip to the Western Caribbean. Now, you just got back from a Virgin cruise. I've never taken a Virgin cruise.
okay.
Talk to me about the differences. Like, why is this cruise different than any of the cruises? Because all you've been saying is it's different.
It is different. Well, first of all, it's adults only and it is adult themed. So for anybody who isn't really into experiencing all different walks of life, it's
I
probably
love
not your
people watching. This is going to be so fun. Come on the people watching cruise with us, everybody. I'm excited.
Exactly. Their entertainment is more risque. Let's see on
I saw trapeze artists. I saw
oh,
drag queens. I
it's
saw, but then I saw a guy that looked like he was busking with a paper sign, and I'm like, this is
yeah, like with a
cool.
cup in front of it.
It was
It's
cool. I was like, am I in New York City in the subway? This
one
is it's very neat. It's something I've never seen on a traditional cruise.
it's they have all different types of entertainment as far like even we went to a comedy magic show
Oh God, my
even
husband will love it.
even like
Loves
their
magic.
topics the topics that they talk about though it's just like it's adult.
Yeah.
So you sit there and you're like, I can't even believe that they just said what they said.
Oh,
And
good.
so
I
it's
love
definitely
this
it's like in
already.
your face sort of
Yeah.
things. Like we already discussed the name of their ice cream parlor. It's like just anything that they can do to kind of
Well, I remember
amp
when we
it
were
up.
talking about this, we're booking Greece next year and we're doing our Aegean cruise next year, and there'll be discounts for you if you go on this cruise with us. I do want to make mention of that because my other friend is like, when's the one on to Greece? I'm like, next year we're doing that. I need a little bit more planning. So I was like, you know what, adult is okay for me for this cruise. I think I need an adult space.
An adult, it means 18 and over.
Yep.
So it's not like, I mean, because there's some people who, I mean, and I personally do, I have kids who are over the age of 18
Yep.
and have an amazing adult experience with them.
Yeah.
But I can tell you when we were in Key West and I brought all the older kids and the two younger kids, and we went to a comedy show, I had to leave. I was like, I got to get my babies out
You have
of
boys
here. Yeah.
That's
I was
also
like,
different.
that
Like
was,
my mother, things you should not watch with your mother.
right.
This is it. I must leave.
Yeah. But the older kids are like, this is hilarious. And the young, they were laughing too. And I'm like, I have to just leave.
I have to say, with my college girl home right now, she is definitely pushing the boundaries of like, this is how we talk in front of our mother now. Okay.
Oh,
I am so prudish. I am like an old lady. I was raised with on the radio, right? So there was no swearing, there was no crass talk, there was no potty talk, there was none of that stuff. I'm like, oh, I get uncomfortable when people swear around me. I'm like, oh, this one's full on sailor now. So I'm like, okay, this is what we're doing. All
And
right.
that is what Virgin calls their guests. They're called sailors.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Hey,
Segueing
sailor,
back
who's
into
ready to
this.
go? What's up, Andra? Hi, Erin. Jenny, Craigville Pizza usually has dinner every year for Thanksgiving. I absolutely love that. If you're looking for fellowship and people to go have Thanksgiving meals with in Mashpee, Dawn and Will are doing something over at the Valley Grill, and it's just it's a buffet. Come as you are. No questions asked. Come and, give them a tip, pay what you can, or just show up and have a meal. I don't think that they care at all. Cindy, I swear the whole time. I'm sorry. Well, sailor, you can cruise with us on this grown-up cruise over
Come
here.
with us.
Absolutely. So I dropped the
Anything
link in
goes.
our chat for our Western Caribbean cruise, and we're talking about how Virgin is a little bit different than other cruises. And you just recently went on it. But I loved the food experience. I don't like buffets. I don't like, for me, it's not about the quantity. I want it to look pretty. I want it to be yummy. I want it to actually like be not, as my husband gets mad at me, I call it gloop. I'm like, what is that gloop? He's like, what does that mean?
Exactly.
Nondescript food items. I was in the military. I don't need to eat like that anymore ever again.
Well, you certainly will not on this ship.
Thank you. I don't need to eat things that are called chow. No.
I will tell it's like I fixate on some of like the littlest things, but they have an area at the back of the ship and it's gorgeous in large seating areas and tables, and it's called the dock. And it had this one, they have like little Mediterranean style plates. So there's like 5 different options.
See,
Of
I
course,
love that. Little snacks.
exactly. And again, with Virgin, all the food is included. There's no specialty dining where you're
I
getting
like that.
upcharged.
See, that's good. That's
Mhm.
important to me.
Yes, they also include the Wi-Fi, and they include like drip coffee, teas, water, sparkling water, sodas, as opposed to having to get like the drink package just to get fresh water.
Yeah, that's obnoxious.
Mhm.
So I'm a
Mhm.
fan already.
Yeah. But getting back to the dock, they had a shrimp one, and it was this like a sautéed shrimp with the sauce, and I'm still thinking about this shrimp. It was just succulent would be a
Yeah.
good word. I mean, oh my gosh,
I
so
hate
good.
describing words, so that's not fair to you. You didn't know that about me, but
You hate describing words? Okay. Well, I don't even. How do you describe an experience?
sounds good, Lisa. Sounds good. I'll be fine.
And even as little as the bread that's at the wake, which is their
The
steak
wake?
and it's called the wake,
Oh,
which is
okay, like the wake.
right. It's because it's at the back
The
of the
ocean.
boat, so you can see the wake as
Cute.
you're dining.
Very cute.
But the bread was some of the best bread I think I've ever had in my
Cindy,
life. Which
damn it.
is
You and the
crazy.
M word. I don't like it. It's not M. It's not dry. It's not dry.
Not dry.
My kids really love it. I remember when Lily was little and my older daughter also dislikes the M word, and Lily made up a song for her that Kenzie is moister than an oyster.
Oh.
So we're at the wake bar with the most delicious bread we've ever had. We're here
The
on this
steaks were really good.
mental
too.
vacation on our Virgin cruise of adult stuff and delicious foods. I just really want to be transported there already. And if you're thinking about a unique experience to gift someone this holiday season, I definitely suggest that you come on board with us. I think that Lisa's got, for the first 5 people that book this cruise, will get a really nice discount or onboard credits.
Yep,
How does that work?
Right. So the first 5 cabins that
Yeah.
book for this, I have reserved an extra, like, so they'll have $200 for their onboard credit instead of normally it's either like a $50 or $100 onboard credit, depending on which room type you book.
Yeah.
But I can give the first 5 cabins $200 of onboard credit.
Excellent. And I like how you can book the room, not per person.
Yes.
Because I do have a lot of single friends that find it awkward to like find somebody to go with or hinge on not being able to go because they have to share a room with somebody.
Exactly. So they have their solo insiders or like the solo sea views, but they also have just the regular insider room where if you just want to get on the ship, you can pretty much cram 4 people.
I think we've all been
social
that.
insider, and you're
Let's
just there
get
to crash.
weird.
Exactly. But on the other end, you can do that with the rock star suites too, and put 4 people into a rock star.
Those look pretty
suite,
amazing.
And those are definitely elevated, more room. They're gorgeous.
What's up, Elaine? You're retired now. Come on a cruise with us. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Danny, do we have an open date for Brandy's new bakery? Very excited. Another E4L girl of ours is opening up a new brick and mortar bakery. And I thought it was November. Maybe it's already opened and I missed the date. I've been very busy going at lightning speed at this point in time, and I haven't been able to even check in with my people on social. I feel like it's my second family over there sometimes. Sometimes I just throw it out. Today, our question of the day is, if you could go back, you woke up this morning and it was 2004. What are you doing? I'm buying another house. Because it's not going to get any cheaper. I'll tell you that right now. Some good answers in there, some sad answers in there, people missing their family members, or, surviving trauma experiences, or surviving COVID. I think COVID did nothing but help me get out of a weird situation, get out of doing the same thing for the rest of my life. Okay. Shifted my dynamics.
All right.
Right?
I think
it shifted yours.
It definitely did.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I will say, for being in travel, COVID actually helped people in travel, because you realized that when you were traveling without a travel agent, you had no support.
Mm-hmm.
You had, there was nobody to call when flights were canceled, and Priceline was not giving you back your refunds or helping.
Yeah, that
you.
is stressful. That is the stressful part about travel. We all think that we can do it, whether you're booking on Travelocity or whatever the other ones are, Expedia and all of these things, and you think you're getting it. And then, there were a couple of times where my husband was like, "Oh, we got a place," because we were shifting in our train travel, and we decided to stay one day later, which threw the rest of our vacation off. And so here we are, in a shared room in somebody's basement, and I was just like, it's one night, guys. Yeah. It's one night, we'll be fine.
Right.
And it was fine, but it wasn't exactly optimal for our situation. It was really weird. And that happens.
It does, and those are the experiences that make you stronger, right?
Yeah, right, I guess.
And you'll probably most likely remember that more than all the things that
I am very much looking forward to my unique experience with Lisa. A very different form of travel, because you start and finish at your home. I love how you, especially for Cape Codders, plan to get us to Boston. I think that is the biggest anxiety and annoyance for a lot of us, because that's a big price point. Sometimes it's upwards of $300-$400 to get to the airport or plan for that. And your vacation starts the minute you leave the bridge, which I love.
Or kind of before.
Yeah.
We're picked up on the Cape, and you have a little party in the bus or the van that's bringing you up there. Everybody gets to meet, and yeah, it starts right then.
Oh, so good. Good morning, Miss Emily. Thanks for joining us. No, it's not $2,000 per person. It's for the room. Hank said, and don't forget, I'll be counting down the top movies of the week for your holiday plan starting at noon on lunch break. Thank you very much. Hank was sick yesterday, and he seems like he's rallied and he's ready for Thanksgiving. Do you do anything special for Thanksgiving?
We host every year.
Yeah. You like to be the center of the party.
Oh, I just like to be able to include, so our holidays have evolved. It's like anybody who doesn't have a place to go, if I knew, I'm always like, come on. It's like we can have over 30 people at our house for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that seems to be our house as well. We're always the drop point, and what's going on in your life, there's always room for more here.
100%.
We're those people also.
We've never ran out of food.
Right.
We might run out of a particular item.
Right.
There's always food, drinks.
Yeah. Plenty of abundance here.
Exactly.
100%. And we've got bunk beds over there. We've got room for you. Come.
Yeah, I know. It is what it is.
It is a cast of characters that show up over here. I'll tell you what, you never know what you're going to get. What's up, Andy? It was so good to see you yesterday during trivia. They actually won a round. Crushed it last night. We had a lot of visitors last night at Shipwrecked. Tonight we'll be over at the Sandwich Taverna. If you're looking for a little bit of trivia, Robin is hosting at the Sandwich Taverna. Got a little bit of music bingo. We'll have Luke over at Marshland 2 and 2, their tavern. Uh, let's go, Stephanie. You can come on down. Absolutely. What's up, Sid? How are you? We've got our $500 karaoke contest that is happening at the House of Hatchets on Friday, and you can go hang out with Curtis, sing a little karaoke if you've had enough. You said there's the best karaoke on this cruise.
Oh my goodness. A woman was singing Whitney Houston's Saving All My Love for You and rocked it.
I don't know what it is about
Rocked it.
cruise karaoke. I feel people are out there just living their best lives.
I think so. I'm like, how has
always
she not been
entertained.
discovered at a karaoke event?
Right?
Like, it was, she could have been part of just the regular shipboard entertainment. Amazing. And then there's people who are just up there having fun. And so whether it's good or bad,
Yeah.
you're just there to have a good time.
I was recently on Royal and I was there celebrating my girlfriend's 60th. And this 83-year-old man, Bruce, got up there and started singing Bust a Move and crushed it. It was so good that it brought down the house. I'm like, cruise karaoke is next level karaoke. People just are like, I'm never going to see you again. I'm just going to let it all leave
Go
it
for it.
right here. This is going to be the best day of my life. What's up, Marty? Marty's going to be joining us on the show. Marty, the president and CEO of the Greater Hyannis Chamber, is going to be joining us via satellite from Aruba on his vacation.
Ooh, nice.
Someplace I have never been. I'm also fascinated with why everybody on Cape Cod is obsessed with Aruba. There's a weird obsession with Aruba and Cape Codders. I don't know what it is.
Okay, well, I personally I like to go everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm not obsessed with any one spot.
Mm-hmm. She's a blanket traveler. She'll go where she goes.
I am down.
Where's the deal?
Anywhere.
I will go there.
Exactly.
So we are planning this Lemonadio Western cruise. It's on Virgin. We've talked about the food. We've talked about the onboard credits. Talk about your accommodations. How are the rooms?
So the rooms, if you've been on a cruise, they are standard. I feel like it's maybe a little bit larger. It felt like that when you first walk in. It depends, and it also depends on which category you're in.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of room to walk around. I can't do anything less than a balcony because I just need that space to be able to go out. And one of the things that you have to know is the doors have to be shut and locked in order for the air conditioning to kick on.
Okay, good to know.
Because I fell asleep out in the hammock. Oh, that's another thing. They have hammocks on their balconies. And
were people getting weird?
Oh, I don't know about other people. I know that I was rocked to sleep like a baby, and my husband left me out there.
Because why not?
I slept in the hammock.
How nice is that, though? I mean, obviously you felt comfortable and relaxed. It's so nice to be able to take a nap like that. Are you kidding me? Great, good.
It wasn't a nap. It was like the night.
Slept you outside.
Yeah.
She's fine. She's got her sea air.
She'll figure it out. She'll come in when she's ready.
That's awesome.
But the point for him was he couldn't lock the door. So he was actually sweating inside because the air conditioning wouldn't come on. So I'm like outside and swaying, nice ocean breeze.
Yeah,
and
right.
He's like, I walk in and he's like, water all over. The bed's wet. Like,
that is signs of a true,
problem?
wonderful husband. Are you dying of malaria, or is it just because you couldn't shut the door on me? It reminds me of Along Came Polly, where he like had spicy food. And she's like, "Are you okay?" That is awesome. What a good husband.
He's a great.
You got
guy.
a good egg. What's up, Lori? Hi, Shelma. Hope you're having a great day. Hope everybody's ready for their Thanksgiving, their holidays. We're talking about just getting away, and maybe you might need to get away. And after this weekend of all of your family, you're like, I need a vacation. Come away with us. Come on the cruise.
So what we didn't talk about also was where we would be going on this cruise. And one of the best things about this itinerary is that there's actually 2 full days where you're on the ship.
Okay.
Because I mean, I always go back and forth between I want to go to a different stop every day because like I'm on vacation, I want to explore different things.
Yeah.
And now these ships are their destinations in themselves. And I was driving myself crazy trying to get to all the different areas on this ship.
Research
couldn't
purposes only.
research work. I know, but it's like we are going to have to eat and drink our way around this ship. I couldn't even do it. I don't even think that in this one cruise that you could hit all of the different areas.
And I
There's
love
so
that
much
there
to
is no
do.
upcharge for the specialty foods, which is really nice.
Mhm.
What about the drink package? Everybody always talks about the drink package. Should not that I mean, usually for me by day 2, I'm like, I'm good. Like I don't need that level of booze. It depends. You're like, well,
I told you about
so
our
how does it work?
experience.
Well, you didn't realize that you had so many onboard credits left.
Yes. So
And it's a use or lose situation.
exactly. So what they have is a bar tab, and another thing that makes them different than other cruise lines is when you can get a bar tab, and your bar tab can be good for you, and you can buy drinks for anybody that you
I
want
like
to.
that because that's
Unlike
annoying.
exactly. So you have it's what else is really cool is instead of a room key, you have a bracelet.
Oh,
And
good.
it
The
has this
fob.
thing on it, and then you just like so you can do it for
Yep.
your doors.
Like
You
you're at Disney. Wave the wand.
exactly. You touch it to like if you're buying a drink, then you touch it like that instead of having to hand them your
Also a
room
little
key.
dangerous.
Well, but
It's like, charge it.
it is like Monopoly money once you get on board because it's there.
Yeah.
And you need to use it or lose it when it's the bar tab. So if you get the bar tab before you get on the ship for $300, you can get an extra $50. So you get $350 for your bar tab. Which
Are the drinks outrageous though? Like I feel
No.
like some of the cruises do that on purpose and they're like $20 for this glass of wine or
yeah, no, I have like a whole breakdown of how much their drinks cost, but I mean, like you can get
I just hate
beers,
hidden
like, around
charges. So I
8 and
appreciate that.
right. And another thing, they don't have the extra like gratuity that goes on top of all of their drinks because I've been on
Mm,
those lines where
yeah.
you're already paying like $18 for a drink and then
Right.
they charge you for their gratuity
Yeah.
automatically. Plus, then they still want you to tip.
Right.
And with Virgin, all the tips are prepaid as well.
That's very nice. I like
Mhm.
that, because that was definitely a surprise. Oh yeah, you've got to
Mhm.
spend another $500. And I'm like,
Right.
seriously? Okay.
Exactly. So they really minimized anything that would be considered a hidden fee.
Mm-hmm.
So getting back to the bar tab. So another thing that makes them different is say if one person in the room can have it on theirs. And so you can pay for the other person in your room can use your bar tab as
Okay,
opposed
good.
to on other cruises where if you get the upgraded drink package, the other person has to get the upgraded
Yeah,
drink
it's
package,
silly.
which makes it hard if you have one person who does like to drink and another person's like, oh, I'll have like wine at dinner or
Yeah.
whatever. And that's very unfair.
Mhm.
But with this, it's not like that at all. And like I said, you can use your bar tab. And if you wanted to buy a round of shots for people, you can be like, just put on my bar tab.
It's never a
And
good
you can do
idea.
that. Oh,
That's never a good. No one ever wakes up the next morning. I'm so glad I had that shot. Said no one ever.
Ugh.
I know, right?
So, but the dangerous, so this is
Whew.
the dangerous thing about the bar tab is when I obviously under or overestimated how much my husband and I actually drink. I was thinking that we were going to do a lot of drinking. And so we got this crazy bar tab. And then depending on how much you spend, they will give you bonus money. So we are on our last, it's like 5:30 the night before we're departing. I'm like, we should probably see how much is left on our bar tab. We went down, it's $314.
You're like, use it or lose it. Let's go.
Yeah, use it or lose it.
Champagne, baby.
I know. I looked at my husband and I'm like, buckle up. Because we have got a lot of drinking to do.
John says, okay, we love to cruise. Where to?
Okay, so it's out of Miami. Miami is Virgin Voyages' home port. So what we would be doing is flying down a day before, staying in a hotel in Miami, and doing some sort of a planned activity. Could be maybe a sunset cruise on the Intercoastal, which is gorgeous. They also have those bikes, the rolling bar crawls. Where you can
Oh
get
my
on their
God.
bikes
Yes,
and
I was just in Nashville, the pedal taverns,
I
if you will.
love that. I love
Oh my
that.
God, no.
Oh my gosh.
I'm on the sunset cruise. Sign me up for that package, please, Lisa. Like, I'm not pedaling to anywhere for my booze. I'll just sit there and drink like a regular person with the sunset behind me.
There you go. Okay. So then we have so the first stop the first day is a day at sea, and then it's Costa Maya. And Virgin has all these different sort of experiences that you can do. So when you're there, they have a healing ritual that you could do with a shaman who does all of that. Yeah, it's really cool.
I'm down for a little shaman time. Maybe that'll help me.
Yeah.
Heal me.
They have ancient ruins that you can go
That
to.
is definitely something that I want to check out. I've not seen the Mayan ruins, so I
Okay.
definitely want to see that.
They have a traditional Mayan and Mexican fiesta you can go to that has dance and food and culture. They have a salsa and salsa experience that you can do.
Fun.
You can
Okay.
mimic salsa and learn the salsa.
I like it.
Yeah, they have Jeep off-roading. They have snorkeling and ATVs and glass bottom kayaks and power
Oh,
catamarans.
take me away. I'm so ready to go.
I can't even list everything.
So
that
it's
they have.
Mexico, and then where to?
And then it goes to Roatan, Honduras.
Okay.
And what's really cool on that one, they have all the zip lining that you can do if you're into that sort of a thing.
We'll see how adventurous I'm feeling while I'm on this cruise.
But then they have starfish, shipwreck, and coral reef snorkeling.
Wasn't that a Survivor, Roatan? Wasn't that one of them? I feel like Survivor was over there at some point.
They easily could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be that type of place.
I'm down for it.
Yeah. And then you go.
Do they have monkeys?
There are monkeys.
I want to see the monkeys.
Oh, we could find you some.
Right?
Monkeys,
Thank you. That's like it's just a weird request that I have. I've not seen them in the wild.
Monkeys.
I just want to see them in the wild, please, and thank you.
All right. I love it. I do too.
Random. I've never seen it.
I always wanted a monkey like how Ross had on.
Yes,
Friends.
right? Right, Marcel.
Marcel. Oh my gosh.
We are ridiculous. These are the vacations that we want. Cindy wants salsa and salsa. Yes, please.
There you go. And then you go to Cozumel, and
Okay.
they have a margarita and chocolate mixology experience.
Okay.
That you can do. Yeah. And they have all the cenotes there where you can swim in these different cool areas that like caves.
Oh, very neat.
I would love to do that. They also have an excursion where if you want to give back or for the coral reef, that's a whole coral reef restoration that you can take part of.
Oh, I like that.
Very, very different. Yes. That's unique to them because Richard is like, that's part of what he wants to do.
Yeah. Well, and also, yeah, it goes along with a lot of the missions that we're working on. I'm working on some environmental and just some, sustainability practices. So I think that would be very cool, given that's our company mission and whatnot.
There you go. They have tequila and become a tequila and mezcal connoisseur.
Oh,
I mean, you're in Mexico.
the mezcal directly in the garbage and just drink the tequila. I don't mezcal. The worm, everybody.
Oh, and for people who are into cigars, they have a whole Cuban cigar
Interesting
class that you can be
How does one become a master of class of a cigar?
I would assume it's learning about the leaves and how they roll it.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, when I brought the kids to Miami the last time, we did a walking Havana tour.
Yeah,
we went to one of the places where they made the cigars, and that was pretty cool.
That's really neat.
With the kids.
Yeah, of course. The kids need to know how to.
Like, could we buy a cigar? I'm like,
guys, no. But this is how it's made. Okay, this is real life how it's made. So we're gonna enjoy this. Exactly.
It's an experience.
What's up, Nancy? Happy Thanksgiving to you and everybody out there. Shout out to our Mashpee Falcons. They are going to be in the Super Bowl playing at Gillette next Wednesday. We are so excited. My son is playing the Thanksgiving game and he's like, Mom, we're going to get murdered. It's going to be, they're playing sandwich and it's going to be a tough day for them because they're getting all the kids that don't have as many reps and resting some of their other starters. So my son's like, I'm going to have to play the whole time. He's only a sophomore, so he has been getting a ton of reps with varsity this season, and he's really excited about being able to play at Gillette, but he's going to have to work on his day off for his turkey tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the Macy's floats. I'm looking forward to just enjoying and sitting back with my family. But I'm really looking forward to this cruise right here. I plan to come away with us. I dropped the link if you want to check out this cruise a little bit more. Remember that the costs are per room, not per person. And that does not include all of the other stuff that we're going to be working on for this full package. If you want to talk to Lisa more about booking something else, maybe this might not be the right fit for you, but you've got ideas on something that you want to plan, whether it's small groups or just you and your spouse or family want to get away, definitely suggest sitting and talking to Lisa about some of the things that she can offer your experiences.
Excellent.
How
Yes,
else do
please.
people get a hold of you?
Well, they could call me.
Right?
So my work line is 508-864-2255. So 2255 spells call.
Oh, look at you.
508-864 call.
Little marketing genius over here. Lisa Butler, you are always welcome to come back and talk to me about what travel fun things that you are working on and also sharing all of your travel photos. I'm going to share a bunch of her photos and her experience on Virgin with all of us here on lemonadio.com. And once again, if you are interested, I've pinned our cruise to the top of the page so you can check that out. But I will be sending out more messaging as we're getting closer to closing our deadlines to be able to come and cruise away with us. But maybe give yourself a little gift this holiday season and take some adult time.
That's right. And the first 5 cabins will get a bonus.
Well, I'm very much looking forward to it. I hope you and your family have a great day tomorrow.
You too.
I hope you and your family have a great day tomorrow. No show. We'll be back on Friday, though. And we'll be talking about Shop Small Saturday with our markets. If you're looking for something to do and you want to get away, you can always find us eventsoncape.com. Events on Cape Cod is our group. We are vastly approaching our 10,000th person that is part of our group. So please share some of your travel experiences and stuff on that page so that maybe people can see its experiences, its events, and it's stuff that is happening that is a free spot for you to share them.
Excellent. All right.
Happy Turkey Day to you,
happy
Dawn.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
I know. Hi, Ricky B. Have a great Thanksgiving. Dawn, I've got some voice work for you, so I'll be checking you out. I'll give a squeeze to Ken, our voice guy here on Lemonadio. We have got so many great programs, and Hank said, don't forget lunch break today. Counting it down. Lisa, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Well, thank you for having me, Steph.
Gobble, gobble, everybody. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
I cannot wait to wobble.